Hey everyone, I'm Alex Noonan. I'm a developer advocate here at Dagster Labs, and today I'm going to be talking about our data catalog and doing a quick demo of it so you can get a sense of how it looks and feels and why it's so important. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So a data catalog is the data platform system of record and allows you to see and understand your entire platform from an intuitive interface. The Dagster Data Catalog was built with the developer experience in mind for the data platform engineer, and it is built from your asset definitions. So you don't need to do any additional configuration or interfacing with an external tool to get it built. So it's always up to date, doesn't require any additional engineering hours, and is an intuitive user interface for you to discover and understand your data assets. Now let's hop into the demo. Here we are inside the data catalog in Dagster Plus. The catalog is a Plus-only feature and is not available in the open source version of Dagster. This is the homepage you'll see when you log in. So a quick overview of this page. In the middle, we have a search bar here that we can use to look up assets, columns, based on any of these various dimensions. And if we were to click on asset group, it would filter it out for some quick filtering there. Additionally, we can scroll down the page and see the various groupings of dimensions that we can sort by. So we got the different owners here, the kinds, any user-defined tags, and then the different code locations and asset groups. Additionally, we have these saved catalogs views, which can be shared across users, which is useful for curating assets for others to view. Now, let's assume I just started at Hooli. I want to understand the data platform, and I was told we have a saved view for the forecasting assets. So let's pop that open. And in the catalog, when you select a filter or a group of assets, the same filter is applied when you go to the global asset lineage view. And we have this model notebook asset, which is the final asset that takes our forecast model and writes it back to our database. Upstream of that, we have the order forecast model. And additionally, we have this weekly order summary DBT asset that is the final DBT asset before we're doing our modeling. So let's take a deeper look at this. Now, the asset details page shows you everything that you could want to know about a data asset. We have all the associated metadata, checks, partitions, columns, who owns the asset, and all of this is generated from the metadata you add when you're creating the software-defined asset. So for example, here we are in the source code for the average orders asset. And as we can see, it's part of the marketing group. It has these owners, and it's a pandas compute kind. And you're likely doing this tagging when you're creating your assets anyway. And what's cool is this relatively simple metadata assignment process makes exploring your assets a lot simpler and reduces the complexity in onboarding new team members or giving your non-technical stakeholders ability to understand your data assets and where they come from. So let's go back to the weekly order summary. So this num orders field looks like an important one. So let's explore the column lineage for that. And it comes from this order stats data model here. So let's look at that. And it looks like Guilfoyle is the owner of this one. And I've seen his name a lot in these DBT assets. So it would appear that he's responsible for building out all our DBT models. So let's go back to the catalog page and see what other assets he owns. So let's see what assets Guilfoyle owns. So it looks like in this pipeline, the locations, orders, and users data comes in as raw and then is cleaned. It's then joined together, and then further analytics models are created for downstream consumption. Now that I have a better sense of the flow of data, who's responsible for it, and the different systems and tools involved in each, I feel a lot more comfortable debugging and contributing to this project. I didn't have to navigate to any external systems and was able to answer questions as they came up, which was a very fluid experience. I hope you enjoyed today's tour of the Dagster catalog. And as far as next steps, if you're not a part of our Slack community already, you should join it today. Additionally, if you want to try out some of the Dagster Plus features that aren't available in open source, you can do that with a free 30-day trial, which the sign-up link will be in the description. And also, make sure you subscribe to our channel and follow us on our other socials so you never miss an update.